3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Welcome to BHawk Live. You guys all know me. I am the loud mouth of the Midwest of the St. Louis BHawk fan base, the one, the only Spurge. Right here, guys, this Saturday, right here, as you see it. You know, if you guys recall this shirt, I had it back in the day. Hashtag fill the top. We need it. Travis Feeney said that if he dyes his hair, he's going to dye it blue. Well, if I'm not mistaken, a few weeks, probably a couple months ago on this show, we got the receipts. We had the great Travis Feeney and Jack Bishop of Bishop Athletic Representation. We made a bet, me and Travis, on if the dome could get filled up to 40,000. I said it couldn't. He said it could. So let's see what happens. But somehow I got X'd out of that. But hey, listen, it is what it is. Nobody gives a rat's ass because guess what? This guy doesn't care. But guys, we got a big game. Let's talk about it. Let's just go into it before our friend Boomer gets here. I don't know if Boomer is going to join us. He was supposed to. Boomer is going through some health, or not. He's not going through some health issues. He's got a family member that's going through some health issues. So hopefully he joins us. I sent him the link. If he doesn't join us, it's okay. I don't care. It's part of life. It's part of this show. What is up, ma'am? How are you? And by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed. There's something different about the show. Something different about the show. Different background. This is BHawk Live, the longest running online show about the St. Louis BattleHawks. That is our new backdrop. I am working on a new intro and all of that. I hope you guys like it. And I don't know, we have this new little logo up here, which is kind of cool. Tell me what you guys think of it. I kind of like it. I know a certain individual, she's not going to like it, but she's not on BHawk Live anymore. She has to keep her eyes and her fingers on the target over there at the A team is what she's got to do. Just saying. But anyways, guys, let's get to it. We played against Memphis this weekend for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Guys. I don't really know what to say. Yes, it was. And I told everybody, Memphis is a great city, great fan experience, great tailgate, all of that great stuff. The Memphis showboats were very very hospitable to the fan base. They even gave the St. Louis BattleHawk fans that traveled, all 267 of you guys that traveled down. They gave them a big shout out at the game itself. And if I'm not mistaken, the kids got to run a 40-yard dash after the game. Memphis really doing it and really showing out on how they did it. And I love Memphis. Andy does a great job. Roe over there at Memphis does a great job with everything and all of that stuff and how they do it. Sandy could call to you. But yeah, just a great group of people over there in Memphis. And if you guys have not got a chance to do it, you need to go to Memphis. And my God, he actually had the nerve to show up. somebody from the second worst fan base in all of spring football. Because, St. Louis is the worst because we like to brag how great we are. This fan base likes to brag how great they are because they've won 3 championships. But a guy I've grown very fond of over the last couple years, the one and only Mr. Boomer. How are you, sir?
What up, bud? Can you hear me? I'm coming through good and fine.
Coming in through perfectly, buddy.
Killer cool, man. How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm good, Boomer. I was just talking that you might not be able to join us because you got some personal issues going on. So BHawk Live, thoughts and prayers are all to you and your family through the issues that you're going through as we speak. So much love here.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's okay. We won't get into personal stuff. We're here to talk about football. Hey,
No,
man, I'm having a problem with my speaker.
We're here to give you love, bro. That's all we're saying. We're here to give you
I
love.
appreciate it, man. Hey, we accept all the prayers and trust me, we're walking through this with blessings and with all things be blessed. That's the way we are. Good, bad, or indifferent. We got to smile in the face of adversity and know that God is going to handle everything for us, man. That's just the way it is.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Spurge, I'm having a problem with my speaker right now, and I'm not catching you. I don't have you. I'm not catching you on my external speaker.
Oh, you're not? Can you hear me?
Just barely. It's just coming through my earpiece right now.
Oh, okay. Let me see. So what you want to do is you want to go, because you're doing it from your phone, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so go to your settings. This is the stuff with live TV. I love it. So you see where it says you got the little setting thing down there at the bottom?
Yeah, it says mic, cam, chat, more, and leave.
Okay, so yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Because watch, I'm gonna walk you through it because I'm gonna go right from my phone. Ready?
Okay.
Go right from my phone. Okay. And then you want to go enter the studio. So I'm gonna enter the studio. So I gotta make sure I turn this down. Okay, so you see where it said there. So go back to the main thing and go to your the audio, okay? And then you just want to hit it as speakerphone. So there you go. All right, so Boomer's going to work on that. Like I said, Boomer's having some issues. So it's no big deal. We'll get him on there. It ain't no big deal. But yeah, guys, so let's get to the Memphis before we get Boomer to come back on, which is no big deal. Listen, guys, we're playing a team, guys. If you guys don't know, man, ooh-wee, Birmingham is a team. And when I say they are a team, they are a very, very, very good team. Guys, what you don't realize is they're one of the number 4 scoring offense. Let's see. Let me go to the yards. Yeah, you know what, KJ? You're absolutely right. This is a complete unit. This is a team, guys, that if you... All right, here's Boomer. Let's see if we can get him back. Boomer, can you hear me now?
Hey, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
I heard you. I heard you the whole time, buddy. I heard you the whole time.
Pin drop. What can I say? You got to love Verizon, right?
You do. Hey, that's who I use.
Right
so,
on.
Boomer, I was talking about our Memphis game where we only scored 19 points against Birmingham, right?
I don't even want. Your Memphis game where you only scored 19 points. Okay. When you say we were talking about our game, I'm thinking your BattleHawks game.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about. This is BHawk Live, Boomer. We're talking about our game, the BattleHawk game.
Against
Memphis. Back on.
I don't even want to go there, man. I mean, come on. The only team that couldn't win a game comes back and beats us. I think between DC and Memphis, I think that, I think they were just giveaways just because we felt sorry for them. It was going to be the only games they won this year. So I think they threw the offer, played our way, and we said, "Oh, we'll help you out. We'll throw you a win. What the heck?"
Right. Well, Boomer, here's the funny thing. Your team actually came back from the largest deficit ever of 19 points to win a game.
Yeah, and our coach could finally shave. Did you know the theory about him not being able to shave? We had to get 30 plus points. So we when we take care of business, man, we take care of business all the way around. What we do is we cover what we need to cover, and then we take care of the other things that need to be covered. So, we do the best we can with what we got. And it's hard to say if we do the best we can with what we got when we're sitting here rolling bones every week to find out, hey, who's our quarterback this week? And it's got to be really hard on the offense. So, just doing the best we can with what we got's been getting us there.
Right. It's funny that you say that, because if you take all of the quarterbacks that you've had, and you guys have
we've played 5 quarterbacks in 7 games.
7 games. And if you take that as one quarterback, they would have 1,700 passing yards. That would put them number 3 in the USFL as a passer.
Yeah.
You do realize that. That's number 3.
Yeah. But I also know that Case Cookis knows where he's going to throw the ball before the ball's even snapped. And that's the problem, is he doesn't think about what's the old saying? Snap 2 steps throw. Snap 2 steps throw. Steps in those 2 steps, be scan, find out. Man, I can't tell you how many times it's like, he was wide open, man. He was both of them were wide open, but you're throwing deep and there's nobody down there. I love Cookis. Don't get me wrong, Cookis. Don't get mad at Boomer, Case. I've got your back no matter what. But hey, no, seriously. I mean, the coaches, our coach, Skip Holtz, is awesome. He can take a B+ person and make him an A+ person in just 2 games, and if they're willing to learn.
Boomer, as much as I hate to say it, I have to agree with you with what Skip Holtz has done, right, with your team and the constant rolling of the teams. What he's done has been absolutely unbelievably crazy with everything. And if you really look at this in 2020, I just kind of want to give you, I want to lead up to a story of how I'm going to pick my game, how I'm going to pick, because Boomer, what we're going to do here is we're going to break down who has the better quarterback, running back.
I've got them all ready for you, buddy. I got a story for everyone. Bring it on.
I'm going to break this down for our BHawk fans and how I will determine who will win this game. There's a couple things I have to say this. You guys have a record, which is an impressive record for Skip Holtz, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it took us 4 seasons before we even lost at home. Come on.
If you... I mean, oh God, it hurts to even admit it, and hurts to even to say it. You had 7 years. If you go from 2023 to 2024, you have 9 wins, right?
No losses at home.
This was
no
before,
losses at home,
right? So we add the 5 other wins. You guys are 31 wins since you guys have come back in 2022, right? And I don't know if people realize this, but you were 31-36 is their total spring football record, is what the Birmingham Stallions are. So mind you, people, 31-6. And you've only lost once at home. But you come into the Battle Dome where you guys are going to be playing in front of 30,000 people. But that's beside the point. We'll get to that later. So, Boomer, here we go. Are you ready?
Giddy up.
We're going to break it down on the quarterbacks.
Okay. Why does everybody always want to start with the quarterbacks first? But that's okay. They're the start of the show. So, come on. Let's go with it.
You know what? You're right.
No, let's go with it. No. Let's go with it. Let's go. Because
No,
I even started with the quarterbacks on my list. So you go right ahead.
no, it's funny that you said that because I've never had a fan come on and challenge me before. Another co-host besides Arlington ever challenged me. Okay, so you know how we're gonna do it.
Any way you want to. It's your show.
Let you pick what we start with: the quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, O-line, D-line, or D-backs. I will let you pick.
I'm gonna save the best for last. We'll go with defense. We'll go for the D line and the defense. I'll save the best for last.
All
Let's
right.
go ahead and go with the quarterbacks. But you got to keep in mind, I want to hear what you got to say about your quarterback, and then I'll tell you what I've got in line for our quarterbacks.
Hold on. Now, this is the BHawk live show. This isn't the Stallions live show with Boomer. This is BHawk live with Spurge. So, but since you want me to go first, I'm going to ask you this. How do you think I'm going to go?
I'm going to say that you're going to say, well, since we got Jamar Smith starting, he ignited something under our team. He brought the heat back. As soon as when number one stepped on that field last week, the stadium, there might have only been whatever amount there. We're not going to discuss this, but it sounded like the Battle Dome. I'm not kidding, man. It was outrageous. Outrageous. It was like, Jamar, we all are. And man, he took that feeling and he picked up where he left off, man. He picked up where he left off.
You know who the mayor is of the spring football, right? Mr. Van Hurst right there, right? You know who the mayor is.
Right on.
So the mayor says, let's start with special teams. So you know what, Boomer? We're going to change it up tonight. We're going to let the pick where we start first. And since the mayor says special teams, let's start special teams.
Okay, let's do it.
Boomer, I'm just going to break it down and I'm going to remind you, your punter is Kobe Wademan. Your kick returner is Marvin Melvis. Your kick returner is Marlon Williams and Cade Johnson, and your punt returner is Devin Smith. Now, on the Battlehawks, right? We haven't seen our kicker that much. His name is Sterling. We all know who Blankenship is. He's 16 for 16, right, on the season. And we have Blake Jackson and Ja'Cour Pearson. Guys, tell us who we start with next. What's the next group that we go to? If you guys don't give it to us before we're done, then we're just going to go the way we want to. I will say this. I'm going to go first on this one. Boom. I have to give it to St. Louis just because of the simple fact is Blankenship is 16 for 16, right? Hasn't missed a field goal. And I'm not saying your kicker, Wadman isn't good at all because he's very good. If I'm not mistaken, he is second in the league to field goals, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm looking as I say this now. But I have to, when it comes to the special teams, you guys are number 4 and we are number 2 with field goals because we sitting at 4 for 4 field goals made on 4 attempts. And then you're sitting at 4 for 4, the same as we are. I have to give it a slight edge to the Battlehawks just because Blankenship is 16-0. That's just where I'm going.
I'm just going to have to say that our kicker is thicker than your kicker.
He is definitely thicker than our kicker. I will give you that.
And when you put that much power behind the ball, it's all in physics. It's all physics. Every time he's kicked that ball, he did come up one short.
He did.
He did come up one short, 53 yards.
Mm-hmm.
53 yards. So I got to give it to him. But that 53-yarder was down the pipe, buddy. It was on score. Every kick, it ain't been wide. It ain't been left. It ain't been right. It's been straight down the pipe. And I'm going to tell you this. When our kicker kicks it straight down the pipe, he's going to kick it straight down y'all's.
All right, so you're going your guy then.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Now, Sandy says she wants to go defense. Okay, are we talking D-line or D-back? So we'll just do both of them. All right. So on the D lines, boom, let me pull it up for you. For our D lines, now this is where it gets really, really interesting. I mean, look, we're talking Sanders for you guys, Winfrey, Yarbrough, Russell, Harper, Stephen Gilmore. You know, you look at ours, we have Peta, Hopkins, Freedom, Freeney, Rose, Harvey. And then you go to the defensive stats, which I think a lot of people will be shocked by the defensive stats for these teams. So, like, we start breaking down players, right?
Go ahead.
If I go into the top 11, the top 15 players, 3 of them are Birmingham players. 3 of them
Absolutely. You got Carlos Davis is in there. You've got Marvin Wilson in there. You've got Majai Sanders in there. I'm telling you what, up front, they are what I call our sack machine. They get in there. They've got so many sacks. Every time I see Carlos Davis come out of the tunnel, I tell him, get me 2 sacks, boy. Get me the ball. Get me the ball. Get Boomer the ball. Get me the ball. While everybody else is screaming, defense on that. That's what I'm saying. Get me the ball. And they do 4 out of 5 times. When I say get me the ball, 4 out of 5 times, they're getting that ball or they're making that stop.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got Chappelle Russell with the forced fumbles and interceptions.
Oh, yeah.
You have 2 guys in the top 10 where we only have 1 with Luka Dennis at number 10. I mean, you have A.J. Thomas and Carlos Davis. You know, pass defenses, you have A.J. Thomas and Stephen Gilmore, where we have 4 guys with CPJ, Dennis Lucas, Quentin Cole, and Sebastian. Forced fumbles or forced tackles for losses. We got Peta at number 1. With sacks, we have Peta at number 1. So since we have them broken into 2, right? And then now let's go. That's just the players that sit in their rankings, right? Boom.
Okay, but on my side now, you know, you got to look at DeMarcus Gates.
Oh yeah.
Thank God we got my toothpick man back. I love him. He is an interception machine. He is down the field. He is covering his man, and he is doing the great, great things that he needs to be doing. That's just awesome. And you got Kenry Robinson Jr. He's covering his man out there at safety too, man. I'm telling you what, if you get the ball within 10 feet of either one of these guys, they're going to stop. They're going to stop the pass, deflect the pass, or they're going to catch the ball. They're going to intercept it. That's just one way. That's just the way it is, bro.
You make a great point, but now we're going to dig even deeper to this, right? So now we go to tackles. You got Birmingham is sitting at number 2, only to the Memphis Showboats. You got 147 tackles, 84 solo, 63 assisted, 8 tackles for losses. St. Louis Battlehawks are at number 8 with 98 total tackles, 63 solos with 35 assists, 7 sacks. Now, boom, here's where it really gets bad. Forced fumbles. Birmingham is sitting at number 3. What is this? Wait a second here. Wait a second. Boom, I just looked at something. You know what I just looked at? This is like old stats. Hold on. They didn't update. They didn't update their stats in a certain area. So let me go to another area, right? Okay, now here we go. Okay, now we're right, boom. Okay, now we're right. Okay. So where we're still sitting at, that's the passing, go here, defense, yes. So I mean, listen, this is just ridiculous, right? The stats that you guys have compared. Look,
our defense is, everybody will tell you, our defense is 75% of our team, or has been. But with Jamar being back, you've got Magoo coming back off of injured reserve. He's back in the lineup. And then I don't know what they're going to do with Cookus. Peason, Andrew, he's injured, so he's been nursing that knee, and he didn't even. I don't even think Pearson even got to go to practice this week. So, I really, our defense is our backbone, man, and without a spine, you ain't got nothing but a bunch of snakes. So
that is true. So we got to break this down into D-backs, and we got to break it down into D-line, right? So
our D-line is what disrupts the offense the most.
Okay, you're gonna go
with our safeties and our backs. I mean, they're out there. They're catching them tight ends and they're catching them wide receivers left and right.
Have to agree with you. I will give the advantage on the D-line to the Birmingham Stallions because they have less total yards given up and they have had less points scored against them. So I have to give it to Birmingham for the D-line. Now, on the D-backs, here's where I'm going to differ just a little bit from you. I'm going to have to say because we have more pass deflections and all of that, and our corners are actually really good and could shut people down. I'm going to have to give the BHawks this slight edge on the D-backs. Where do you sit at with the D-backs?
Like I said, man, they're going to be out there. They're going to be covering the tight ends. They're going to catch whoever breaks that line at the line. They're not going very far. They are not going very far. They might get a yard or two off that line, past that line, and might make a 4 or 5 yard gain, but they're not getting down the field. Only twice throughout the season have they broke the line on a handoff situation or a quarterback situation where they went more than 20 yards on us. So it's just gonna. I'm gonna say it's gonna be an equal. I'm gonna call a draw on this one.
Ooh, on the D-backs, you're going push?
Yeah, I'm gonna push on this one.
Okay, all right. Just to give a little more context to this, there's one thing St. Louis likes to do, and we like to rush an awful lot, right?
Oh yeah, and that's the problem is because we have such a good setup with our defense. If you don't go zero coverage, O coverage, whatever you want to call it, 0D. Against our offense, then you're going to get crushed. That's just the way it is. And y'all do that. Y'all go 0D a lot.
You guys have only allowed 3.7 yards an attempt out of 150 attempts, 551 yards, 4 touchdowns, and you guys are averaging 78.7 rushing per game.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, let's go back to the DC game where you guys played against the mobile quarterback named Jordan Ta'amu.
Yeah.
Where he had to pass he had one of his better passing games, and they barely beat you guys. But they did. Barely beat you, but they did. Yeah. And it was because of Jordan Ta'amu's passing.
Yeah.
So now, with that said,
he is a dart throwing target. Don't get me wrong. He's a bullseye man.
Let's get to the quarterbacks, Boom.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm easy, man. Go right ahead.
So if you look at who they say your guys' starting quarterback is going to be,
yeah, we're going to have Jamar starting.
It's going to be Jamar Smith. And I have been a huge fan of Jamar Smith since he's come into this league. I think he's been a great player. I think he's been a great player and a great addition to this. I mean, look, the dude literally came off of the couch.
Yeah, drinking coffee and sipping on donuts. Exactly. And say, yeah, coach, I'll come in. Comes in cold. It comes in and gets wow on the field. I mean, just wow. WOW exclamation points on both ends. Wow. And he brought that ignition under him, man. It was just awesome. I can't tell you how bad it is that it's not. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, to the extreme bad, man, when he gets out there. If you ever see this guy on the field and he comes down and he puts that helmet down and he's got the ball in his hand, I'm going to jump to the side. Please don't hit me because this man brings beef.
Well, here, I mean, let me give you some of his stats that when he came into this game, you guys, like I said, you guys were down by 19 points going into this game. Your defense came back and literally shut them out in the entire second half, right? Shut them out the entire second half, okay? And then
19 unanswered points.
Skip Holtz got pissed and said, I'm tired of Chase Cookus as much as he loves him. Was it Cookus that started last week or no? Who was that?
Yeah, Cookus started, but he jammed his, or not jammed his elbow. He wrung his elbow. He hit his funny bone and got numbness in his throwing hand.
So Jamar Smith comes in
with I think there was 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game, and we end up getting 15. What was it? 15 points.
19.
Yeah, we win it. No. We win in at 12. So 21 points, right? That makes 33. 21 and 12, and 3 minutes 45 seconds. 21 points. Wow.
Here's what the man.
One of them was his touchdown. One of them was him taking it in himself.
Here's what the man did. He came in. He went 3 for 5 for 63 yards. Everybody's like, oh, well, 3 for 5. And Sandy goes, this is a bunch of BS bad calls. Don't you agree? I don't know about that one.
Trust. There was bad calls on both sides and no calls on both sides.
But Jamar came in and just did something to this team, lit them up. He scored 15 unanswered points just alone in the fourth quarter. Just alone in the fourth quarter. What he did. Marable had one of his better games with 44 yards with that long 31-yard that got the touchdown. Jamar got the touchdown on 9 yards. Longest one was 11. Person finally showed up. Ricky Person Jr. finally showed up with 60 yards and a touchdown. Your guys' defense literally went absolutely crazy because if you go by the second quarter, the second half of the game of what your defense did, right? This is what the defense did in the second half. A total of 56 yards to Houston, 14 rushing yards, 42 passing yards. They had 3 sacks against them. They went absolutely crazy in the second half. Your guys' defense did. Now, again, Jamar Smith came out and went absolutely crazy. Everybody knows I have not been a fan of Max Duggan. We know what happens, and we've seen what happens when Birmingham plays a rushing quarterback. They make them pass. And if that is the case, I don't think Duggan could do it. I don't think he could win the game for us by his arm. But because Jamar is the quarterback, and I don't know if Cookus is going to get the start like you said.
No, Cookus is not starting.
Right.
In fact, I'm not even sure that he's going to back up. I think Coach is still trying to figure out whether Magoo's going to be the number 2 or if
on the flip card, they have Cookus as number 2.
Oh, really?
They have Cookus at number 2. Let me see.
That's right. Today is Thursday, so they've already had their last practice. So yeah, wow. That means that both of them got to get hurt before Magoo comes in.
Correct. As of right now, Magoo is inactive.
Oh, he's inactive
because they have Priestley as the 3rd string.
They got Priestley as the 3rd string. Because I just looked at it. I was just looking at it at like 6 o'clock, and he was still on the injured list.
Yep. No, they have him on. Well, I mean, it could be. You're right. I'm just going by what the flip card is telling us.
Right.
So this already came out the day before. I'm going to go push with these quarterbacks because Jamar is the starting quarterback for you guys, but he's only had that one game. But he is going to be playing a better defense but Memphis defense, Houston's defense isn't shabby, but because they know they're playing Jamar, the BattleHawks are going to battle playing for him, but I think Jamar could run over our defensive line. That's just how I'm going. So I'm going with the push on the quarterbacks here.
I'm going to go if the O-line shows up finally that they have not done all season long. But if Jamar has got them tuned up during practice this week, I'm going to have to go with Jamar. But if the O-line don't show up, I'm with you. I'm going to push on it too. So, but it's all in the attitude of our O-line. Our O-line has let us down over and over and over and over and over. But it's because, first of all, you got to remember, like I said, the quarterback is sitting back there, and he's got his own. Every quarterback has their own style. And the O-line wants to know who they're protecting, when they're protecting him, how they're protecting him, and got to get used to his calls. We have had more illegal procedures this season than we have had in 4 seasons because of the calls, because it's just a different voice. It's just another call. It's just, and it has just astoundingly killed us. If you look at any team with penalty yardage, I guarantee you we have got to be number 1 or number 2. Can you look that up for me?
Actually, I can. So let me do that for you. But now you got to go one way or other. You got to go a push.
All right, I'm going to say Jamar's going to. I'm going to say Jamar's going to be the man.
All right, so you're going to go be him. Now, you ready for this? Here's the funny. So I'm at the penalties, okay? And you're actually going to be shocked because St. Louis is the number 1 penalty team in this league with 53 penalties. Do you happen to know where you rank at?
Number 2.
7 with 39.
Where?
39 penalties.
But we rank at number 2, right?
No, you rank number 7.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Jeez.
Man, you got to take these off. You got to take those rose-colored glasses off.
No, I'm serious. No, seriously. I mean, how can it be rose-colored glasses for penalties? The only penalty that I was proud of was when we were playing Memphis.
Yes, I was there for that.
We got the ball back because we were offsides.
Yes, I know. I was there for that game. Yeah, which is shocking me because let me look because I want to make sure. Yeah, I mean it's right. It doesn't seem like it, but Birmingham is number 7th on the penalty list. It looks like according to the UFL stats.
Well, that's great, man, because I'm telling you what, the referees have not been nice to us here in Birmingham at all. I'm telling you.
It doesn't seem that way, does it?
No, not at all.
All right, so here it is.
I always said, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref, you know.
Well, here's where we got to really get it into as the running backs, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on now. I mean,
you have to admit who's got the better running backs.
Yeah, definitely. CJ Marable's always guaranteed for 2 or 3 yards, always. I mean, very, very rarely can you stop him at the line. Come on. Ricky Persons Jr., he's injured. I think, is he? Is he playing this week?
He is. Nope, he's on there. He's there.
All right, well, there's a snaky little, I mean, he's tall, but he's skinny, and he can sneak through a freaking line. I'm telling you what, give the ball, and you don't know if he's got the ball or not. The way he takes the ball on a handoff, you don't know if he's got it or not. The quarterback, you know how the quarterback does the quarterback keeper, and he makes it look like he's, man, I'm telling you what, he's super sneaky. And when he breaks out, Katie bar the door because he's going all the way.
Uh-huh.
Most of the time, Ricky RPJ is going all the way. That's just the way he is. He's the only guy that I know that can jump vertically as tall as he is.
That is true.
Mean, seriously. I mean, he will jump over another player in a heartbeat.
He is number 7 in the league with 3 touchdowns. He is number
And then we got Roundtree. I mean, hey, come on. Roundtree is like, he's got it in his name. He's an oak tree, man. I would not want to hit him.
I wouldn't.
Even if I was 6'7", 300 pounds, I would not want to be the man. I would not be the defense want to grab him and take him to the ground. There's no way.
Dude, do I really have to break it down for you, Boom? Because I see
Sure.
you're kind of leaning. I see the way you're kind of leaning, right?
Right.
But let's look at who is the number one rushing team in the UFL.
That would be you.
That would be us.
Yeah.
Number one rushing.
You are. I even said that in week 3. I said the BattleHawks. I even told this to the other channel. Look, man, the BattleHawks are gonna, if they win and go to the playoffs, they're gonna do it on the ground. And y'all have got probably more yards on the ground than you do passing. And
we do, since Max Duggan has taken over, right?
yeah.
If you look at our rushing yards, averaging our rushing yards, we're at 956 rushing yards to 900. We're actually identical. 956 passing yards to 956 rushing yards. And we got 10 touchdowns from our rushing. I don't consider Max Duggan a throwing quarterback. I consider him a running back. And he ranks at you have Jacob Saylor's at number 1 with 348 yards. Then you go all the way down to number 10, which is Max Duggan at 240. Then right underneath Duggan at the 13th spot is Ricky Pearson Jr. Then you have Marable. And believe it or not, you have Cookus and Corral also in there, and Magoo in there as all on your rushing. But because our rushing game has been what has done it for us, that's where I will give us the slight edge on the rushing. Now, who do you have? Now, who are you picking? After I gave you all the numbers, who are you picking?
Still going to say, y'all are going to, I'll give you the rush.
Oh, here we go.
I'll give you the rush.
Now, we get to wide receivers. Oh, God. Ugh.
All right. For wide receivers, we've got Deion Kane, Marlon Williams, and Davian Davis. Come on, Davian Davis. Awesome. I mean,
listen, don't also forget you possibly got one of the great tight ends, Jake Sternberg.
No. You said receiving. I was going just with wide receivers. I was gonna make tight ends separately, but okay. Jake Sternberger. Man, I've got 2 pages. Let's see what I'm gonna read it to you. See, I got the notes, bro. Jake Sternberger. He's doing good so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to see him blocking a lot more on plays that he's not expected to be tossed the ball. He's definitely outdoing himself this year. The majority of the time he's being targeted by the quarterback, he's catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike prior seasons where he'd have to miss the first 3 passes to him before he got hot and never dropped a pass afterwards.
It sounds like Akeem Butler.
Every game last year, every game the year before, every game the year. Got to stop there. The last 2 seasons, Jace would have to be targeted by the quarterback 3 times to miss the ball 3 times before he was hot. And once he got hot, he was on the ball. Sticky hands, glue on the gloves. Could not miss the man, could not drop the ball. Jay Sternberger for tight end is awesome, but he's got to block more. But Jordan Thomas, no, Petway. Let me jump back. I'm sorry. Petway. Yeah. Wow, what can I say? I mean, he blocks. He gets open, either on the sideline or straight down the middle. He's sneaky. And I've seen him so many times wide open when Cookus already knows where he's going to throw the ball. wide open, left, right. It didn't matter. He was wide open. But Kukas is throwing the ball as the play was called. He's not scanning the field. And so many times, Petway, if you get it close to him, he's bringing it in and he's taking it down the field. It's just the way he is, man. I'm going to put, before you even get to your wide receivers or your tight ends, I'm going to put my tight ends up front and ready to go and see you in St. Louis with a tear in your eye.
All right, so I'm gonna add tight ends to it. So we're gonna put Beham. Look, I have to agree with you. And as much as I hate to say it, our passing game has been the drizzle shits. Our rushing is great. So I'm saying, when it comes to the rushing, I have to give it to the BHawks, right? But our passing has not been good with the guys that we have, with Ja'Cour Pearson, Akeem Butler. Even though Butler was hurt, he is in this game. Blake Jackson, guys like that. We should be leading this league in rushing yard, in passing yards. I mean, our top receiver is our quarterback on our running back on screens in Jacob Sailors.
Yeah. That's us. On our tight ends, we need to use Jordan Thomas more often on our points after.
Yeah.
On our points after, we suck like a Hoover vacuum cleaner on points after. I'm telling you what, Hoover vacuum cleaners don't even suck bad. I mean, our point afters are like shop backs sucking the water out of a toilet. I mean, it's like, and I'm telling you what, if they would just use Jordan Thomas more often on our point afters, and instead of lining up and going for 1 or 2 points, go for the 3, stretch the field open a little more, and go for the pass for the end zone, because that's how we've been getting most of our touchdowns, is when we're at the 10 or 15 every time. So back us up. When it's point after, forget that 1 or 2. Go for the 3 and be done with it. Because if you're not going to make it on 1 or 2, why not make it on 3? I mean, come on. And as far as our point afters, our average on point afters for the season this year, it's in the tank, man. It's in the tank.
Everybody across the league. But look, when it comes to receivers and tight ends, I have to agree with you. I have to go Birmingham. Because if you look at it, we have one guy. You have one guy with Deion Kane, who is number 4 in the league at 321. And then the next guy is Jacob Sailors at number 14. Then as you go down, you have Sternberg for you guys at number 21. You have Marlon Williams at number 23. Devin Davis at number 24. Then you don't get to the next BHawk until number 25 at Akeem Butler. Then you go down one more to Jordan Thomas at number 26. Then we don't have another guy until St. Louis doesn't have a guy until 28 with Frank Darby. And look, I could keep going. Number 30, Kay Johnson. So, yeah, as much as I hate to say it, with the receiving core we have, we should be leading this league in receiving if we actually had a quarterback that could actually pass the ball.
Well, that's what I'm saying is we've got hands, guys, because if they're throwing the ball, they'll catch the ball. It's the problem of having a quarterback that has started 2
consecutive games
and doesn't know how to scan the field before he throws the ball.
Right.
So,
so for the
Kukas has left more on the field than any other player on our team.
He's left.
I love him. Don't get me wrong, but he's a backup quarterback. That's all he is to me. That's what he'll always be to me.
All right. For the receivers, who do you have? You got the tight ends. You're saying Birmingham with tight ends. I'm agreeing. Receivers, I'm saying Birmingham. For you, who are you saying for your receivers?
Definitely. I mean, our receivers, tight ends and receivers, that's Birmingham all over. Like I already told you, you're a freaking running team, dude.
It's true.
You're a running machine. That's all y'all are, is a running machine. But the thing of it is you're gonna have to go against our defense.
Right. Now, you talk about that, the O-line. I think we both can agree. Both of these O-lines.
Oh, you have the O-line all day long. You have the O-line all day long. I'll give you that.
You're going to go the BHawks O-line.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're crazy. I'm going to push, bro, because our O-line is bad. That's
well,
why
I've already said unless Jamar has put a team together in the practices and gotten, got a spark up underneath them, our O-line is like a sheet in the wind. All you got to do is push it off to the side so you can get on through.
O-line. That's the BHawks O-line. The sheet in the wind being hung up to dry. The BHawks O-line, it's terrible. Even our own fans will say our O-line's been garbage.
Well, see, I'm a fan too. I'm a fan of the Stallions, but I will tell you, my brother-in-law will tell you, the horseman will tell you, we love our O-line. Don't get me wrong, but they're just allowing too many people to disrupt our plays.
True, and the same with us here in St. Louis. All right, boom, here it comes. We got it all, right?
So,
I'm
gonna say I'm pulling for the Stallions, and you're saying you're pulling for the BHawks.
See what Mike says? Is the question whose O-line is worse? LO ha ha. No,
Mike. Here's what you do: is you flip a coin, and what's going to happen is when it lands, it's not going to go heads or tails. It's going to be standing straight up.
Okay, boom. Since you are the guest, I will go first. And here's the one thing I will say. As I look at my list, I give Birmingham 1, 2, 3 out of all the positions. I pushed on the quarterbacks. I gave us the D-backs and the special teams. So I have it at 3 and 3. I think these two teams are very evenly matched, right?
Absolutely. I do too. I think it's going to be one awesome game. I really do. I wish I could be there, but I'll be hosting the watch party at Back 40 here in Birmingham. So, man, I'm telling you what, it's going to be an awesome game. In fact, if I had to guess a score.
Well, hold on. Wait, just wait.
Okay, go ahead. Since you're the host. Birmingham's going to win. They're going to come out on top.
You're going Birmingham, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, boom, let me give you a little stat. Are you ready?
Sure.
There has not been one USFL team that has come into the Dome and win yet.
Well, we have to make up for that one loss that we had at home, so we've got to break some records somewhere this season other than how many quarterbacks can you play in a season. So I think that we're going to have a very, very tight, close game, and it's going to come. I would even venture to say it just might. I'm going to say 60-40 might go into overtime.
See, I'm glad you said that, because here's what I'm going to say. If there's one team that scares me from the USFL to come into the Dome and to beat us, right? It is one team, and it is the team we are playing this Saturday, Birmingham.
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw what they did to us in Birmingham last year, right? They beat us, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
You guys beat us, right? And we had great A.J. McCarron behind us. Skip Holtz, I guarantee you he talked to doorman Coach Shannon.
Doorman.
To find out how to combat the noise in the Dome. But I think what it's going to happen is this game is definitely going to go into overtime.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm giving it a 60-40 odds on it going into overtime. So, I mean, in fact, I'd even bump it up to 70-30 because, I mean, the game is just going to be so close. And like you said, the noise in the stadium is something different that we don't have to tend to in other stadiums, especially other domes.
Right.
I mean, we only have, 3 domes out of 8 teams?
Yes, we do. We have the Battle Dome, then we have the Toilet Dome in San Antonio.
Yeah, in San Antonio. Yeah. And then doesn't Arlington have one too?
Nope, they play outside in Choctaw Stadium.
So who's got the other dome?
That's it. The toilet dome in San Antonio.
Right.
You know, that toilet bowl they have that they think is the greatest dome stadium. It's just actual giant toilet bowl. It actually smells like poo in there.
Right.
You know, and then you have Ford Field, and then you have the Battle Dome in St. Louis.
Yeah, Ford Field. Yeah.
Look, here's what I'm going to say. And it's like Sandy said right here. Yes, the Palace in Detroit. You are absolutely right. It is a Palace in Detroit. Ford Field is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stadium.
Yes, it is.
Like Sandy said here, we're going to be extra loud because we really need this game. And I think this is going to go to a shootout in overtime, right? So I think it's going to be the Battlehawks with the 3-2 shootout win in the Battle Dome. But
well, I guarantee if something doesn't change in their point after schedule that they've been using that has not been working, and we did go into overtime, that is where you're going to pick up. That's where you're going to pick up the change in who wins and loses, because right now we can't buy an extra point.
Right. That's why I honestly think, you know, what we've seen over the last and the Battlehawks are a low scoring team, right? But I think the noise is going to affect Birmingham, and I think it's going to be a low scoring game for them also. I just think we're going to see a very low scoring game. It's going to be a defensive game. This game is not going to be decided in 60 minutes, right? It's going to be decided in the overtime, and it'll be 3-2. And it's all going to be rushes right up the middle.
I just hope Jamar has had plenty of oxygen, Gatorade, and whatever else that he can legally do to make it the whole game.
Right.
And I hope the team gets behind him, and because I know I've seen him in the locker room. I know what he's like in the locker room, and he is, whether he's playing or not, he is a team get up and let's go burn them down kind of guy, and the team loves him.
They do.
He's just as cool. He's just as cool as our mascot. I mean, our mascot can get anybody up, and he's almost as cool as Boomer. But no, seriously, Jamar. Seriously, I think if Jamar can make the whole game and our O line tightens up, we could win. And it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be. I'm with you. It's gonna be a low scoring game. It's gonna be a defensive game.
Yeah, this is going to be a game
if Jamar puts the flame up under their butt like they need to, the Stallions are gonna stomp. They're gonna buck. They're gonna do everything that a Stallion does. If Jamar can get the O line set, ready, and comfortable with him being behind them.
That's right. All right, boom. We have 2 minutes left. You said Birmingham's going to win, so I want you to give the score. What do you think the score is going to be?
It's going to be an 18-17 game.
Ooh, 18-17. Now, I told you, I am saying this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Calling it now. It is going to be a field goal game. Every point will be scored by a field goal.
Well, that sounds about right, except, yeah, six field goals to us and 5 to you, and then you might get a touchback.
Nope, 6 to us, 6 to you. So that would be what? What is that?
18 to 18.
18 to 18. And
with
then it's
2 points for an extra for the conversions.
Nope. It's going to be a 3-2 shootout in overtime where the Battlehawks win it 3-2 with the shootout. That is what I'm saying for this score.
That's what I'm saying is your shootout's 1 extra point, right?
Yeah.
Line up for 1 extra point.
Yep,
so it would be a 2018 game.
That's right. No, yeah. No.
Yeah, I said 18-17 in a regular game.
21.
21. How do you figure that? Oh, yeah, you got to get 3 of them.
I'm saying
No,
Battle
you
Hawks.
only have to get 2. It's the best 2 out of 3. So that's 2 points plus 18 is 20.
But look, Mike says it right here, 24-22 then with the shootout. Okay, there you go.
All right. There you go. See that? Extra 2 points. Yeah.
That's right.
Mike, I hate to tell you, but I don't think that many points are going to be scored in this game. I really don't. You just if you really go and watch these teams and just analyze, go back and watch just watch the last 2 games of each team, and you'll see that it's been a defensive game for all of them. We just got lucky in the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds in this game that Jamar come out on the field and put a flame up under everybody. You know, that's just all there is to it. But it's not going to be like that coming against the BattleHawks. The BattleHawks are number 1 in their league right now, and Birmingham's bucking for number 1. I mean, we're tied 5-2, 5-2.
Yeah, you hold the record over Michigan, so you are 1, and then DC holds the record over us, so we are 2. But this is the game of the year.
Yeah, this is. In fact, I see this to be a repeat game.
Right.
I see this game repeated, and if it comes down to it, I see this game being repeated for the championship.
This was the game that St. Louis won it last year in the Battle Dome, but we didn't get it. We get it this year, so it should be the game. All right, Boomer, tell everybody from Alabama or wherever if they can't come up to St. Louis, where you're hosting your watch party at this week.
All you got to do is catch Boomer and the Horsemen at Back 40 in Birmingham, 1st Avenue North. 12 o'clock, time of the game. Get up there, get loud, and we get so loud that we want them to be able to hear us down at the Battle Dome, because we are going to get loud. Wherever Boomer's at, it's going to be loud. We're going to have a great time. And man, Back 40 loves the Horsemen. They love the Stallions, and we love to be there with Back 40.
Well, there you go, Boomer. Thank you for joining us on BHawk Live. Good luck. It should be a fun one. And now I have to go to bed because I have to go to work in the morning.
I love you, brothers.
Love
and
you.
God bless each and every one of you. And thank you for your prayers for my wife. Y'all have a great night.
You and much prayers from BHawk Live and the St. Louis BattleHawks to you and your family with everything you're going through. You guys are in our thoughts and prayers. We love you, and best of luck to you this weekend.
Thank you, guys. Peace.
Peace. All right, guys, you heard it. That was Boomer from there. So, guys, this is it. BattleHawks, Birmingham. We wanted to see this game last year. We didn't get to see it. We saw it in Birmingham, but now we get to see it in St. Louis. So, guys, let's fill the dome. A lot of tickets still available. Contact Dan Chandler to get your tickets. A lot of tickets still available. If you go on Ticketmaster now, you look at it. It looks at about 25,000 sold, roughly. But let's get it up there. I want to dye my hair blue. I know Travis wants to dye his hair blue. Let's fill the dome and all of that good stuff. I will see you guys this Saturday. You know where to find me. Grace Baptist Church parking lot. I will see you guys Saturday. Let's go BattleHawks. I'll see you guys then. Adios.